Hello, so today we are going to be playing some Sega Rally 2 from way back in 1999. So this is a game about driving with vehicles. It's also a game about not being allowed to do things. Like we can't do any of these things. Why would I want to do any of these things? Why? Wow, so was there only like 6 courses in the whole game? Or 6 environments, because each environment does have multiple levels. We can't play any of these, by the way. We can just play one. So there's literally one level to play in the game. And we can't use any of these cars either. Whatever the hell that is. All these. We've just got these 2 to choose from. We'll go with this though. That looks like a car that can drive places. Oh, which button was it? Oh, there we go. There we are. This is what the kids call driving. It's when you press a button and the car goes vroom, vroom, vroom. Is that the game room today? The hell was that symbol? Splash? Or squirt? Looked a bit provocative anyway. Doesn't really seem to match the course. So I believe this is a Subaru car made by Subaru of China, Japan, Korea. I'm going to say Japan. It's a Japanese game, so is Subaru still a thing? I can't think of any modern Subaru cars. Anyway, this is a driving game. We're doing some serious driving here. Remember when driving games used to be like a huge thing? Like back in maybe the PS1 era? I think they were pretty popular in the... So, well, they're enjoyable in the Mega Drive / SNES era sort of thing, but there are only a few. Like I remember the Mario Kart and stuff like that, and there's a few similar games that used like, I've forgotten what the graphics mode is called. It's like, is it Parallax or something like that? Where you have like you have a flat plane which represents the track and the world you're moving around. And then your character is like a flat upright sprite on the map world as it goes round, as you go round, sort of thing. So the 2 planes sort of cross against each other. I think like you can see in Sonic 2, the special stages in Sonic 2 did the same thing, or had that same thing. It's actually pretty impressive for the time, because it was the hardware doing something pretty impressive. Oh, squirt again. Squirt all over the course, boys. But like, yeah, but they weren't as big a thing then, driving games, as they became in sort of like the PS1, probably PS2 era. But like they've fallen out of favour since then a bit. I mean, the big publishers still put them out, but they don't seem to get the focus like they used to. Well, that wasn't so hard, because they used to be like this huge thing. Oh, yep, that's me, Panzer. Yeah, I've beaten myself twice now. I wonder what stage we'll play this time. Oh yes, it'll be this stage because there's only one. But yeah, like I think around this time actually was the heyday of the driving game, because it was big in arcades, like stuff like Virtua Cop and stuff like that. The the light gun shooters were big at the same time because of the arcades, I think. But then, like the times changed, and they were still a thing like Sega PS2 era, and even I think around maybe the start of the PS3 era. But then they started to lose favour because the stuff like the movie games, I think, took over. We'll just go around the course once more. We'll just try in this car. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's me from before. I'm doing really well. Okay. But yeah, like, I think because the reason why these sorts of games held sway for such a long time is sort of the same reason 2D platformers were so popular for the SNES and Mega Drive era, and sort of like super deformed RPG graphics, because the hardware couldn't do very much. So because they couldn't like so with the 2D era, because they couldn't do anything very impressive with the 2D, they just did super deformed or cartoonish characters mostly, because they couldn't do realistic humans. But then in sort of the PS1 era, they could do more. They could put faces, vaguely human-looking faces, on 3D models, and it worked well enough to tell human stories. Oh, but then sort of like the PS1 had the same problem though, that it couldn't do enough to say compete with movies. Oh, squirt again. But it couldn't compete with movies, so they had to improvise and do other things. And I think sort of like the car games and the vehicle games and the mech games and whatever filled that sort of niche. But then when the PS2 and PS3 came along, that sort of genre, that sort of what genre? That hardware, that generation, that's what I was looking for. They could do a lot more, so they didn't really need to compensate anymore, because they could compete with movies by doing realistic looking characters. So these sorts of games are sort of fallen by the wayside. That's what I think anyway. And to some extent it's a shame, because this is still a niche. I mean, it might not be top of the herd, but you can still... Oh, look at all those animals even. Squirt again. You can still make games like this, and they can still be fun, and there's still a niche for it. But like with most niches, the big publishers don't really care about them, even though they could probably make more money by targeting those niches and scaling their productions. But that would make too much sense, wasn't it? But yeah, that was Sega Rally 2. I don't know why I keep getting better at this game. There's nothing really to get better at. Seriously. Anyway, that was the oh, I scored worse than last time. God damn it. But that was the demo for Sega Rally 2. Hope that was fun to watch. With me a little monologue.